Hmm. You like. Hey, my beautiful people. How's it going? I haven't seen you since the new year started. So, of course, Happy New Year. Glad to see you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm happy to have you. If you've been rocking with me, welcome back. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. And please excuse me if my voice sounds a little low and I seem very chilled. It's very late at night. I mean like 3:30 in the morning late at night. But you know, this is the only time I can get this video recorded and I had to get it out for you guys. So you know, I had to do what I gotta do. I'm a little congested right now, but you may not even notice it, so I shouldn't even say nothing. So of course, if you saw the title of this video, then you know that this video is going to be a hair review. Yes, it's going to be a hair review on this hair right here. You like. So the hair I'm rocking today is by the brand known as Modern Show Hair, and they are a vendor off of Aliexpress. And if you're not familiar with Aliexpress, Aliexpress is just a Chinese-based company that sells a lot of different consumer goods, and one of those goods would be hair. Now, believe it or not, this is actually my first time dealing with any vendors off of AliExpress. Now, I love weaves and I've always worn weaves, but I've never gotten any from this particular site. So I was very excited when Modern Show Hair hit me up and asked me if I would like to review one of their products. And yes, this hair was sent to me, but this is going to be my honest opinion and what I've experienced with the hair. It's going to be some good and it's going to be not some good. So if you would like to see my thoughts on this hair, please stay tuned. Now, first off, let's start off with the specs of the hair. I have in 4 bundles of their Brazilian body wave, and I have in 2 24s, a 20, a 18, and a 16-inch closure. Now, the package came by DHL, which I think is the carrier they usually use, and it got to me pretty fast. Now, I thought I was going to get it much later, but by the time he sent me the email letting me know it was about to ship, I got it in like 3 days. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Now, the hair came in a purple bag, which was nothing too fancy. And in that bag, each bundle was individually wrapped in their own bag. And on the bag, it had the inches for each bundle, so you can tell which one was which. So as I started taking out each bundle and examining each bundle, I was looking at it like, ooh, you're smart. You're loyal. Another one. I did examine pretty much each bundle. My 24-inch bundle was pretty solid. I was able to run my fingers through both bundles side by side, as you can see in the clip there. Yeah, very easy to run my fingers through. The hair was soft. It was really soft. The body waves look very pretty. I love the way the wave pattern was. Even when I was separating the hair, it still had this nice little wavy bounce to it, which I really liked. And then I moved on to the 20, and the same thing. I was able to run my fingers through the bundle. I wasn't really getting any snags. No snags. Did the same thing for the 18. Yeah, no snags. As you can see in the clips, there was really no snags. And as far as shedding, I think I may have gotten 1 or 2 strands in one of the bundles, which is not bad at all. Now, as far as the wefts are concerned, they looked pretty good. When I unraveled the hair, I didn't show it in the clip, but when I unraveled it, it looked pretty good. The beards on the hair was fine. It looked pretty much well constructed. Not too many flyaways. As far as smell, the hair smelled pretty normal to me. It didn't really have a smell to me. No conscious smell, no none of that. It just smelled like hair. And as far as the color, I think the color was like a 1B. All of the hair pretty much looked uniform. It didn't look like an off color or anything like that. Now, I did forget to mention, I did turn this hair into a wig. Yes, a full wig. I used a spandex dome cap and just sewed it on. And yeah, I was able to use all 4 bundles. Well, actually, no, I'm lying. I did have like a little slither of a strand left of my 18-inch. I could have probably squeezed it on there, but yeah, I didn't care. But yeah, pretty much all 4 bundles and my lace closure. Now, speaking of lace closures, I'm in love. The lace closure is actually my favorite part of the entire unit. And believe it or not, this is my first time dealing with the lace closure. I know where I've been. I'm still learning. This is my first try, so you know, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I did not bleach the knots. Didn't have time for all that. The lace was a little bit darker than my scalp color, so all I really did was just put some concealer down. I pushed the wig just a little tiny bit behind my hairline, just a little tiny bit, and just use some concealer to conceal the line of demarcations. But I pretty much like the way it came out. You know, as I continue to grow and continue to use them, I'll get better. Now, I was a little skeptical because when I first got the lace closure, it seemed not bulky, but it was a lot of hair at the top. And I was afraid that once I parted, it wouldn't lay flat. Now, this lace closure was a free parting lace closure. So basically, you can part it any which way you want. Now, for me, I'm a middle part type of girl. That's just how I always done my hair. I don't know. I just do that all the time. Although I got a big forehead, so you would think I would do a side thing. But yeah, I wanted to do a middle part. And when I first got it and I tried to part it, of course, it was just like, no. It was not laying flat. But once I washed the hair and I was letting it kind of air dry, I was able to part the hair while I was still a little wet, create the part I wanted, and smooth it out and just lay it flat. And surprisingly, it did what it had to do. And as far as my braid pattern is concerned, underneath the hair, all it really is just cornrows going straight back, and the ends are just sewn down. That's pretty much it. So that's pretty much the specs and kind of the pros of the hair, as far as, you know, how soft it was, how I was able to run my fingers through it. I wasn't getting really no tangling, and really no shedding, and the closure was bomb. And yeah, and then the days progressed and progressed, and I mean, the hair is still pretty much holding up. It's still, you know, going strong for the most part. I will say I don't think it takes color that well. I wanted it kind of like a light brown. I didn't want blonde, but I wanted light brown. So I went and I purchased this thing here. Hopefully my camera is kind of focusing on it. But it's basically the L'Oreal Excellence High Color, Permanent Hair Color. And this is browns for dark hair only. And I've used this once before on another brand, and it worked pretty well. But that was more like a chocolatey brown. But the color took very fine, didn't have no problems. So I figured, you know what, let me use this again, because I did not want to bleach this hair. I just did not want to go through that process. I used it on the hair and I followed the instructions on here. It said to leave it on for 40 minutes, and I used 30 developer, and I took it off. I washed it out. I ain't see jack. Just, it lifted to like a dark brown. Like I could see specks of, you know, brown in it, but to me, it pretty much didn't do much. I was just like, what's going on? So needless to say, I was not happy about that. Now, I mean, it could be maybe this particular brand just did not work on the hair, and maybe I did need to bleach the hair first in order for it to really lift. So I'm not gonna put it, you know, mainly on the hair, but like I said, I didn't want to bleach it, so I said okay. But the closure did lift. So being that the closure got lighter, but the hair didn't, I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to be walking around here with this OD light closure compared to this hair. I needed to kind of look uniform as one. So I went out and bought another color. And this was the same brand. It was their highlights for dark hair only. That's what it says in the box, for dark hair only. And this was in golden brown, not golden brown, golden blonde. Now, I mean, maybe I should have bought another brand, but like I said, I've used this before, so I thought it would work. And I wasn't really trying to bleach the hair, so I used this golden blonde. Y'all see the hair? This is a golden blonde too? I will say the color did lighten up much more than it did the first time. I I don't know if you can really tell like this, and I'm gonna be looking up at my viewfinder so I can see what I'm doing. But I don't know if you can really tell. The hair is like, it is brown, and it does have specks of gold in it. The closure definitely got lighter again. That is like a, yeah, maybe you call that golden brown, golden blonde. I don't know. But the hair definitely did lift better the first time. But as you can see, like, this is the closure and this is the bundle. The closure was a little bit lighter than the bundle, but the hair did lift somewhat. So I mean, I was cool with this color. Granted, I wanted a little bit lighter, and if I bleached the hair, probably may have gotten lighter, but I said, you know what, for this I can manage with this. I'll deal with it. So, you know, coloring, it may take, it may not, you know, depending on which brand you use, if you're gonna bleach it or not. So take that at your own risk. So after I did the whole process of washing, conditioning, deep conditioning, all of that, I let it air dry. It did not revert back to the way it was originally. Like, I didn't see that nice body wave it had. Majority of the hair was pretty straight. Like, it didn't really dry really curly at all. I mean, certain strands was a little, but I was just like, what happened? Like, you know, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal to me because I knew I was going to straighten the hair eventually anyway, and I was going to recurl it and do all these other things. It still looked nice when it dried. It just didn't have that really wavy look. Now these kind of waves, curls going on here, these I actually curled with a curling wand. I used my Nume, whatever, curling wand. It's my favorite thing to use. Yeah, I use that to get these little curls here. As far as curls are concerned, the hair does curl pretty well. That wand I really love. But yeah, I've curled the hair before and the curls last me throughout the day. By the end of the day, it does drop. But it gives you a nice little beachy kind of wave look. But yeah, the hair does curl, which is definitely a pro to me. Now, I will say, even after coloring the hair twice, the hair is still pretty soft. That is definitely a pro to me. The hair is still pretty soft. I'm still able to run my fingers through the hair. I may get a few snags here and there. But definitely nothing too crazy. Nothing a quick little brush can't fix. Now, a thing that I really did not like was the shedding. The hair did shed more than I had wanted it to. Okay. Now, I will say I did not seal my wefts. I just did not have time for all that. So when you get the hair, if you get the hair, you definitely want to make sure you seal your wefts, okay? Now the shedding is not like enormous. I mean, it's not like I'm getting clumps of hair in my brush. It's not. But I do notice that when I brush the hair, I do get strands on the brush. And it's like every brush. And it's a few strands here and there. I mean, like I said, it's not extremely bad, but now, I've been rocking this hair for about 2 weeks. I'm actually about to take it out because I'm actually about to review another hair for you guys that's coming real soon. But I would wear this wig again. I will wear this wig again when it's time for me to throw my weaverlishes back on. Overall, I did like this hair. For the price point, you know, compared to some of the bigger companies where you're going to be paying hundreds and hundreds and almost thousands of dollars for hair, you know, you get a decent price for this amount of hair, 4 bundles and a closure. And the hair is still pretty soft. Definitely still soft. Tangling is not that bad. You know, you probably get it more at the nape of your neck. But like I said, a good brush through, you're good. No really tangling. The only cons I really had was just the shedding. And like I said, sealing your wefts and try to prevent, you know, try to cut down on the cutting can probably help with the shedding. And the coloring, if you want to color this hair, I don't know. Like I said, that's trial and error. Test the strands, try different things to see which color takes. The hair curls well. I'm loving the closure. The closure was definitely one of my favorites. Of course, if you would like to check out Modern Show Hair, I will have all the links listed down below, so make sure you check them out. And of course, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. It's a new year, new things coming, new videos coming real soon, so check that out. And of course, as always, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.